So a really easy way to debug your scraping flows and see why they may or may not be sending data to your Google Sheet is, my personal favorite at least, is going into your automation and then clicking the plus icon and then record. And what this does is this launches the window when you are recording with all of your steps so that you can edit, test, delete, or add more as you need. So you can see it ran our first step, taking us here. We can always run this step if it didn't take us to that first URL. Sometimes it sometimes it will take you somewhere else, depending on where you clicked in your list. Then we can click play next to step 2 to see that it clicks this correctly. Then with scrape list steps, if your scrape list step is working and everything is correct with it, when we click play here, we'll see all of those items highlight green on the screen, just like when it runs our automation normally. Then when I click the next one, we'll see that this highlights the next. I don't think I clicked it. Oh, I guess I found one not working. So what we can do is we can delete this, plus scrape list, and then I'll go ahead and grab what it wasn't grabbing before. So now I'll click here, we'll get the first one, I'll click here, and now we'll get the second one. Then another way is if we click play steps for this automation, we can see all of the logs for it on the right here in traffic control. So if I look over here, this will start up and it'll start telling me what steps have ran, and if it's a scrape step, it'll tell me how many rows have been found. So in a second here, we'll see that it found 50 results for both. So we should expect, if our Google Sheet is set up, that it sends these 50 rows. We can also see some of the scrape data, even though there will be some junk in here at the moment. We can see the usernames and the names that we had scraped there. We could download this as a CSV or as a JSON if for whatever reason it didn't export the data to our Google Sheet. But normally what happens is that this scrape result link will say 0, and you'll just want to re-record or adjust that step.